And welcome to another Sunday night. It's so good to see everyone, even though we're not actually seeing you. We're just looking at a camera sitting on our table. But
Happy
I feel
Sunday,
like
everybody.
I feel like I'm seeing you. I feel like we're all hanging out, and like we're all just sitting around a fire pit, enjoying a nice bourbon and our Sunday nights together. So thank you for joining us, everyone. Good to see you. It has been another week. It's been. I feel like we
it's
were
a
on
really
here.
fast week this week. I mean,
My
it's
gosh.
new.
Windburn is real. We were at the kids' football all day today.
It was so
And-
cold today. When I say that it dropped like so fast. Last week we were sweating like crazy. This week we were freezing.
Yeah, it was. So we checked the forecast before we left the house, obviously, because whenever you got kids and you got sports, that's what you do, right? So, and it said that it was going to be. Now, let us know in the chat how your weather was today. But we heard 61 and sunny, which to me is great weather to be outside watching the kids' sports.
But it wasn't sunny.
No, it was not sunny. It was not 61, and it was like, what is it, 75-mile-an-hour winds or something like that. It was. It could have been a hurricane. It might have been a hurricane. I'm not sure.
It probably was.
But it was, man. I look terrible. It's all right. But Julie looks great, so we're good. So that's all that really matters. So I'm starting to see everybody dropping their countdowns in the chat. We have got our countdown behind us. We are only how many days until our next cruise?
28. Well, 5 for me, but well, it was 6 earlier today, but it's the end of the day, so I'm gonna say 5. I'll be on another one. I'm going on. I'm going soon. I'll be on Liberty in a couple days.
Where are you going, Jewel?
I will be on the Liberty of the Seas going to Bermuda.
So if it's your first time joining us, I am Brian and this is Julie, and we run this madness here. And tonight we're talking about cruise madness and unexpected moments and unforgettable moments.
Again.
And one of our first ships, our actual first ship that we did vlog was the Liberty of the Seas, and Julie's going to be going back on that.
It's appropriate. Like, do you think it's been enough time? Like, can we kind of rehash, kind of how we even started this and like what happened? We could.
Is anyone even interested in that?
Probably not.
Well, let's find out who's here. Let's say hello to who's here. We'll say hello to a couple people, not everyone. Well, all right, we'll try to hit everybody.
Well, I'm sorry if he leaves you out.
No, well, listen, this we do our best.
Are you picking and choosing, or are you just gonna go randomly?
Of course. Right. I'm picking and choosing. I don't know. Only those who have donated to the channel. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, first in the chat, Mary Ellen, nice to see you again. Hello. Yes. You'll be cruising with us. I have a surprise for Julie tonight.
That scares me, guys.
We're going to save it for later. Josh is here from the Moonlight Adventures. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for coming in. Maria and I believe Mike's here too. We'll be sailing with you guys in a short 28 days on the Anthem of the Seas for the Jersey.
We have a bunch of people on the chat here that are going to be sailing with, and I cannot wait to see you guys.
Yes. Shayna and Mark are here. They'll be joining us in 28 days as well.
I'm not gonna say what it is. But we have a little bit of a surprise too for people we're selling.
Good.
So,
yes. Absolutely. Yeah. We're full of surprises.
We can't. It's not going to happen in this chat. No. It's not going to happen tonight. It's not going to happen in this unless you hang on to the very end. Then maybe. But probably not.
We have no idea what we're doing tonight. Shane Nordgren is here. Nice to see you. I already said hello to Michael and Maria. Going to see you guys. And Shane, Rita, and Mark in 28 days. Kathy Curry, hello, nice to see you. Tony Diaz is here, good to see you. Hello, Kevin. Let us know that you're okay. I saw something on Facebook. Want to make sure everything's all right over there. Hopefully all is well. Shug in the house. 22 days until the Caribbean Princess. Fantastic. That's gonna be a good time. Scott McNeil in the house, and hello to the Z Show. Good to see you. Tony has 14 days until his next cruise. Scott says 20 days until the Glory. And we are getting down in the chat here. I think we said hello to everybody. Oh, Chris Cram has joined us. And Chris. Denise. So we've got we've got a whole bunch of, Mary Ellen says, keeping secrets. Well, that's when we don't know what we're going to talk about.
Like, how things, like one of the things that really stick out in my memory is when we got off the airplane and we're talking to Chris and Denise. Guys, like, I don't know, like, it was one of those memories that just holds strong in my head. Like, just That was fun. Like, I don't know. Like, just during the airport, and we're like, oh, hey, we're on the same cruise. We were talking.
Yeah.
Because we talked about the cruise too, and yeah.
Oh, Kevin says he's good. His son just had a low blood sugar episode. But he's good. So that's good. And that's important. We like to make sure that everybody is good. Glad to hear he's well.
So low blood sugar, like we kind of mentioned it last week a little bit, but that was really cool when I got to meet Shannon and her family.
Talk about that for a minute.
The Boggs Life. Like they have
a question, but go for that. Yes.
They have a service dog that actually alerts when she's a young daughter who's our daughter's age, like I think she's 8 or 9. And the dog alerts when her blood sugar goes low, and they're able to very cool. Give her, something before they need to take any other action, which is really cool. Yeah. And the dog was allowed on a cruise ship and everything. It's a service dog. Did you know, like, there is actually a place for the dogs to go to the bathroom on the ship?
And it's not in Central Park.
And you would never notice it unless you knew what it was and knew it was there. It's crazy. So it was located on Oasis. It was located on deck 5 on the running track underneath one of the stairwells, and it was a little box, and it had mulch in it. And it was like, clearly, once I knew what it was, I knew what it was. But before that, you had no idea. And really cool. So anyway, I'm glad that your son is okay.
A few more people have joined us. We've got Paul. We've got Julie Amos is here. She says, no fare, no secrets.
It's not a secret if you're going to find out
soon enough.
Right? So, it's just a fun surprise if you're going to find out.
Okay. Let's see. Wendy Johnston is here too. So nice to see you. Well, we have a question actually. Okay. I don't know if we can answer it, but we have a great community that can help us here. So Kathy says, question, have you done a cruise from Rome, Italy? If so, did you use Tassie's the hotel from FCO? I'm looking for a transfer. No, we are very jealous that we have not.
Fast forward a couple years.
To the Mediterranean.
Yes, we have. Rewind to today. No, we have not yet.
No. But fortunately, Mary Ellen's here and says,
I cannot wait. Cannot wait to see Italy.
Kathy, this is what we love about this community here. Mary Ellen has the answer because we do not, but she says took I'm going to pronounce that wrong, the Trenitalia train from FCO to Civitavecchia. Is that like Venezia?
Wow, I'm impressed that you were able to roll that off your tongue.
I've been practicing. I have a very long drive to work. I have nothing else to do.
Yeah, you've been practicing yeah.
I've actually said for years, because of my drive to work, that I'm going to actually purchase like Babbel or.
No, you have. You've said that forever.
I've said it for about 10 years now, and one day I'm actually going to do it too.
And when push comes to shove, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get you that. He's like, no, don't.
Mm-hmm. And just like the things I've been saying for the last 10 years, things I'm going to fix around the house too. So we'll get to it. It's on my list.
Oh gosh, guys, we had a leak in the basement tonight. We have.
We're actively leaking right now, but it's more important for us to be here with you.
Yeah.
We might have a swimming pool in our basement by the time this live is over, but you know what?
And need a new water heater, but that's a story for a different time.
Yeah. So, hey, things cost money. Jason's here. Nice to see you. Hello. How are you?
Hey, Jay.
Let's see. The Boggs.
I was just talking about you. I just texted you. Oh, you texted me? Oh, you did text me. I didn't see it until just now. Sorry.
All right. Well, one of the things we're talking about tonight. Yes, Tony. Yes, I have the gesture down.
Shannon. Yeah.
Well, what we're talking about tonight is
okay.
We're having our own chats. Like there's a wall right here.
Tell Matt. I mean, ugh. But yes.
Now there's secrets from me too.
Well, you know what? Yeah. We'll chat tomorrow, anytime, because we both have time tomorrow. So,
but anyway, what we're talking about tonight is Julie leaves in 5 days on Liberty of the Seas, and
oh my gosh, we are a mess tonight, aren't we?
Listen, we were out.
We were out in the cold all day. It was freezing.
It was cold.
It was freezing. I was actively like shaking and shivering.
And the whole time, Julie's telling everybody around us, like, I'm going to Bermuda, which was making her so popular on the sidelines.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying next week when you guys are cold, I'm not going to be cold.
But anyway, we are talking about tonight some of our favorite moments from cruises. So in the chat, we want to know what some of your favorite moments were from your cruises. And hopefully those moments include times that you met us. But to start off, we were talking about this because Julie's going back on Liberty of the Seas, which is the first ship that we ever vlogged.
Right. Which is a crazy story. If you don't know it, I mean, let's just
recap that's what I mean. I wanted to give you the opportunity. Tell everybody how we came to spend our Sunday nights with them.
So we had planned a cruise with our kiddos, right? Because we had three kids in 4 years. Mm-hmm. There was legit, like, I think 4 years we didn't go anywhere or do anything because 3 little kids is no joke. You know, like, you're just constantly juggling and constantly whatever, and just, you know, diaper bags and bottles and diapers and I don't know, snacks, and it's insane. And if you know, you know. So yeah, so there was a long period of time, and then we were ready to get away, and we booked a cruise, and the pandemic happens. Mm-hmm. So everything shuts down, and our kids are old enough to really be bummed because they knew about it. So we watched a lot of cruise YouTube. Mm-hmm. We watched everybody out there. We watched, Jamie and Sharon. We watched Sharon at Sea. We watched Tony. We watched EECC. We watched everybody out there.
Pretty much everybody that we met on the vlog.
And this is years ago, right? So this is right at the start of the pandemic. And we actually, during the pandemic, had cruise nights at our house. Mm-hmm. So we had a Caribbean night, we had a lobster night, we had a formal night. And
the kids came down to dinner one night in their suits.
Like this is what we did. And we hyped it up. And then one day, I remember it very vividly. Ryan said, Mom, why can't we have our own channel? Why can't we do this? And we looked at each other and we were like, no. Mm-mm. Are you crazy? We're not going to put you guys out there.
Like good, responsible parents.
Yeah. And then
we threw that out the window and stopped being good, responsible parents.
So as things started to come back, you know, they're still hyped up, and we just knew that we were going to push it back. We knew we were going to get on a cruise, but, you know, they had to wait. And Royal Caribbean was doing their test sailings to get back onto the seas. Ryan comes home from work one day. I'm already asleep on the couch. It was like midnight. It was like 1 a.m. because the deadline to do it was like 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I need you to log on to Royal Caribbean right now. And you need to fill this form out, and you need to do it. We could do it up to 10 times, and we could win a spot on one of these test sailings. I rolled my eyes, which is funny because usually I'm the one that's telling you to do stuff like this, mm-hmm. right? It was totally role reversal. And he's up there filling it out. I think I filled it out. I didn't even fill it out 10 times. I didn't. I did it like once or twice. And I was just like, I fell back asleep, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Like a week later, you're like, you're not going to believe this. We're going.
I believe I said I'm going.
Whatever. So anyway, that put us on Liberty of the Seas. Well, we wanted Oasis because that was leaving out of Bayonne. Yes. Unfortunately, we did have to go down to Galveston, so we had to get our
unfortunately, down. I mean, that's where the journey started because, I mean...
Absolutely. That's not... It came out the wrong way. But anyway, it wasn't as easy as if we had been able to go out of Bayonne. So we went down to Galveston, and as we go down, little Brian's like, come on. So we are like, okay, fine, we'll film it.
Well, even before that,
you guys, we started to do a little bit of stuff like
we
this.
went down and filmed. Well,
you guys can see it. It's still up. We don't take it down.
Well, our first video that we posted.
It's horrible, guys. I'm sorry.
Our first video that we posted was actually of the Oasis of the Seas when it first pulled into Bayonne for the first time. Yeah. The very first time. We went down to Bayonne, which is not far from our house. And we filmed her in port, and we were waving to the crew on board, and it was the first time that ship had ever been in New York. Wendy says, "You two crack me up." Yes, we crack ourselves up.
We do. I'm glad that we're entertaining to you because we just laugh at ourselves.
So we decided, what is this channel really about? Is it about travel tips? Is it about cruising? You know what this is about? It's about us. It's about you guys. It's about all the people we meet along the way, and that
it just happened. We didn't plan it, and we absolutely love it. And Sunday nights are our joy.
Yes,
we really like being with
you.
We
appreciate all you guys
when
coming
you guys sign in with us. So thank you.
But one of the things we do love most about it, so we do end up down in Galveston. We end up on the Liberty of the Seas, mm-hmm. and
which is a beautiful ship. I'm super excited to experience her again because she's really very different and the same as like the Oasis class ships that we've been on for Royal Caribbean.
Well, that's not confusing at all.
Oh, I mean, like the Royal Promenade is the Royal Promenade, right? So you still kind of get that very feel. I mean, a lot of things are set up the same way, but like you don't have things like Central Park and the Boardwalk or the Ultimate Abyss or the Aqua Theater. So the ship minus those things, other than that, looks very much like. I mean, Anyway,
all right. Well, we have our first share of a memory,
okay.
And Sugar says, my last dinner leaving the dining room on the breakaway, Julie stopped me and we took a picture. Vloggers cruise, we all met. Yes, I very much
remember that. Yes,
I
do. I remember that very clearly.
I remember that, and we're so glad that you did stop, and we're so glad we got a picture with you, and we're so glad that you're here because you know what, you're part of the community now. We're friends.
Yes.
And we can't wait to cruise with you again.
I have so many like pictures and selfies and stuff with different people, and I keep saying like I want to post like one a day, and then life happens and I don't do it. I really need to start doing that. On our community page, I'm going to start doing that more often, both with crew and with people that we meet. Just posting pictures of, and you guys please post your own pictures, post pictures of last picture, whatever, of your trips. Whatever
Kevin says Julie hates when I film her. So Julie, you have to. Okay, so now
Kevin's Julie.
We need to make a clarification. There's like 45 Julies. Okay,
there was like 5 of us on breakaway.
Yeah, and I think you all got a picture together.
We did, but I don't know if I have that picture.
I think you do.
I don't think I have it on my phone. Do you guys have? Who has a picture of all the Julies?
Yep. But yeah. So. But see, Kev, you guys are just like us. So Julie hates, but we know you love being on camera. So we're.
Kevin's pretty shy.
And actually, Kev, if you get a chance, I'd like to borrow that swimsuit. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate that. Let's see, who else do we hear? Wendy says her favorite memory is holding a sloth. If you look at so we were talking about, we'll talk about we want to talk about you guys first. So give us your favorite cruise experiences.
Yeah.
We have a few of our own, and we actually asked the kids what some of their favorites were.
We have them listed.
And I was kind of surprised to hear their answers.
I was too.
Because I really, some of the stuff that they said, I didn't think they remembered. And that was very cool for us, especially because we're like, yeah, we know how much we pay for that thing. So
to be fair, their lifespan is this much and ours is this much. They remember a whole lot more from their lifespan than we do ours. But I was surprised at their answers.
But our video from Roatan, there goes our light.
It's plugged in too. That's all right.
One of my favorite videos is when we took the kids to Roatan for the first time. And we took them on a tour of the island, and they, a lot of good tour operators in Roatan that you can deal with. We had a really good experience. Took us on a whole tour of the island. Took us over to see the monkeys and the sloths. That's probably one of my favorite cruise moments. And I can't describe it to do it justice. But if you go find our video from Roatan, and at about 4 minutes in,
you know the timestamp.
I watch it regularly because it gives me joy.
See, I'm not the only crazy one.
Watching that monkey land square on Julie's head and catching her reaction to that is definitely one of my favorite.
When I watch that, I don't think my reaction is that animated, and you think it's hilarious.
I do, because I know how much you love animals.
Oh. I did not I did not. I'm the only one of the 5 of us that didn't hold the sloth. I'm just like, I don't need to. Like, I think I did this to its head. Like I was just like, yeah, no, that's cool. It was cool to see up close, but like, I just, I didn't need to hold it. And the monkey, I was not a fan of the monkey jumping on me. Guys, they're cool. Sorry. And I so appreciate all of you that love it. So
Shayna says, we're so glad to meet you both on the Vloggers Extravaganza the first night and then reconnect on the last night. And
I wish we had more time, but I can't wait because
now you get to spend a whole week with us.
We have more time. Yes, love you guys.
Actually, we have another question, so we'll jump off topic for a minute because Wendy wants to know: do you like the food on RCL?
Are you wanting me to answer that first?
Go ahead.
I love the food on RCL. I think it's very good. I definitely think that they've toned down the dining room just a little bit, just enough to kind of push more specialty dining. But I've never gotten anything I didn't like in the main dining room. So I mean, like I always like it. I enjoy it. It's very good. I love the dining room experience. Um, and I think we have differing opinions on this. I think I like the food on both MCL and Carnival better than Royal. And
no, I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I agree.
And
I'm
it's
not the
not
food guy.
saying that Royal's bad at all.
No.
Not even a little bit. It's just that maybe they're just a little bit. The other ones are just maybe have a different whatever. Other than the escargot, because I love escargot.
I don't think. I mean, have we gotten? I don't think we've ever gotten a bad meal on a cruise, but we've had some less than great meals. But none have been.
Steak is the number one thing that.
That's true.
Like, I think that there's been steaks on every line that have been.
I was going to say, I don't even remember which ship it was.
I don't either. But I have one meal that stands out in my head because it was that good. Do you have a favorite meal on the ship? Oh, you were talking about it earlier today.
Guys Burgers.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
A Loco Fresh.
I love that Loco Fresh. I also love Blue Iguana. Love Blue Iguana.
Actually, so what Julie's talking about.
I like El Loco Fresh, but I love Blue Iguana.
So we'll dive into one of our experiences. One of our favorite experiences was we actually did do for our anniversary. We did the chef's table on Oasis of the Seas. Okay. And for those of you who have met me or who have watched our New Orleans vlog, I am not an adventurous eater.
Guys, if you have not seen it, go back and watch our New Orleans NOLA vlog. Or it's not. I think it's like 12 minutes, 15 minutes. And watch Brian. We're not even on the ship yet. We're just in New Orleans. Sorry. And Brian is trying food that he does not eat. The funniest part, because I don't think this is in that vlog, it's not until the next day. Brian always says I'm allergic to seafood because it's a lot easier to tell people you're allergic than just say you don't like it.
Thanks for giving away all my lies on public.
Hey, no.
I almost said public television.
You got this. So anyway, he's like, yeah, whatever. He doesn't eat seafood. It's okay. It's fine. Drives me crazy, but it's okay. But the next day, he wakes up and he's covered in hives. And we're like, ooh. Maybe you really are allergic. Anyway, it's a very funny vlog because Brian is trying everything from alligator to oysters to I don't know what else you tried.
I don't know, but I almost died. It was.
You're still here.
Yeah. Wow.
But did you die?
It was close. It was touch and go. So let's see. So that's a great memory for us. So let's hear some more memories. Chris says his memory is when he met us at the craps table. Well, I think you were talking.
I totally remember that. Yeah.
And then again at the airport after the bloggers cruise. Yep, that was. That was a fun night on that craps table. We had a lot of people at that craps table, and that's why. So we're not huge gamblers. We're not big super casino people. We always make sure we hit the casino.
Yeah.
Julie probably more than me. A lot more.
No.
We've called 1-800 gamblers.
Stop it. No.
No.
Maybe it's a lot more. It's literally 5 minutes more.
Well, until on your last cruise when you found the fields and discovered slots, and then we lost.
Yeah, my favorite is craps, and I really like roulette, but I don't play roulette.
But that's what Chris was talking about. We had a good group of people. We took over that craps table, and except for that one lady who was playing the don't pass line, who is still never going to be one of my favorite people. You just don't do that. No, you just don't do that. Listen, you don't play the don't pass line when everybody else is playing the pass line. I'll call you out. I think I did. I think I did call her out actually, probably after my 17th bourbon. But let's see. But yes, and Chris, we will find a craps table in 28 days. Maybe not 28 days. Might be 29 or 30, but we'll figure it out. Julie says her memory is when I met you both on the breakaway and we danced at the prom. Julie doesn't remember the prom. And so one of the things, if you've been on an NCL ship, one of the venues that they have that is probably one of my, I'll say it's my second favorite venue on any cruise ship. The first being the Aqua Theater.
Oh.
But my second favorite venue is Sid Norman's, which is kind of like a rock.
Yes. Okay.
And the one night they had the prom. And they played
that
all
was
music.
A lot of fun. We were out on the dance floor and in Sid Norman. Yep, in the venue that has Sid Norman's. What's the venue called? Is it Sid Norman's?
Sid Norman's.
It's the venue is called
Yes,
Sid Norman's.
it's Sid Norman's Poorhouse.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. I do remember that.
Nancy's here. Hello, Nancy. Nice to see
Nancy.
you. Sorry, I'm about like 30 messages behind in the chat. We'll catch up, I promise. Kevin says, on the breakaway, we spent a port day on the ship for the first time. It was every bit as awesome as I thought it would be. We hung out in the pool with Monroe and Jason. Yes. We had a surprise sea day. No, a surprise sea day on that cruise when we missed Harvest Key. And that was, what do we call that? Hot tub soup, people soup. What do we call that? That was interesting to say the least. I'm pretty sure they needed some chlorine after that one. But that was.
I'm pretty sure when everybody got out of that hot tub, the water was probably like this high because there were so many people in there. That's another really good one, and that one is up too, guys. But I think that there's like 75 different vlogs on that one. So anyone that was on the breakaway, go check out their videos from that. That was a fun day.
Wendy says one of her favorite memories is the bloggers cruise, the Paradise Beach in Cozumel. Yes. Your video's up from that, right? Your video's up from that? No. Oh, we have some.
I only have the only thing I have up is like, I am so behind. I'm so behind.
That was so much fun.
To lock myself away in a room and do nothing but vlogs for like 2 weeks because I literally have content from like a year and a half ago.
That was so much fun. It's pouring rain.
It's pouring rain.
Pouring rain. I should probably catch up in the chat because everybody's probably talking about that now. So I'm going to skip over a bunch of stuff here.
Oh, that's cool. Cruising under the Golden Gate Bridge.
All right, we're gonna go through fast so we can catch up. Cruising under the Golden Gate from San Francisco.
Amos, you have a picture from that? That's awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Rob from Cruise Seekers here. Hello. I think I said hello to Cruise
Hey,
Nuts.
Rob.
I want to see what everybody's talking about. We'll go back. I promise. If I miss your comment and it's a good one, please go back and say.
He gets nervous. Now, what's going to happen is
because everybody's talking. I know, but everybody's talking about this.
Okay.
So I want to talk to them about it. Yes, we had
that one is a good one right there.
The secret pub
we
crawl.
Didn't go on that, but we watched
didn't.
You guys. We were actually downstairs working. We actually plugged in our laptops and they came through. So there was a secret.
Is mom still in the chat?
Secret pub crawl.
Is mom still in the chat?
Because we weren't. Wait, why didn't they do the pub crawl? Because why wasn't it? There was too many, so they were like whatever. So they're like, we're not going to actually advertise it as a pub crawl. We're just going to go around as a pub crawl. Yeah. But
coop soup. That's what we call it, Nancy. Thank you. That's right. But we were not on the secret pub crawl because, Mom, if you're in the chat, we stepped away to work. Yeah. Because we had to book your mother on a transatlantic cruise.
My mom, are you here? My mom calls me. We're on the breakaway, right? Now it's the Bloggers Extravaganza. And it was the day that we were still on the ship because we didn't go to port because of the weather. And my mom's like, I need you to book me, and I need you to book me now. And I'm like, I'm on a cruise ship.
And we're on a cruise ship because our kids are at your house.
To be fair, though, I had a report to do for my other job, too. So I still had to log onto the computer. So we wrapped everything up and after the coop soup, and we went downstairs to the bar outside the two main dining rooms, and you were booking cruises and I was doing reports, and that was fun. But it was pretty fun. I need you to book me, and I need you to book me now. I'm on a cruise.
I want to share Marty's comment. Jason, we didn't forget about you. You asked a good question up above. We'll get back to it. Marty says, Shug and CC meet you on the beach. We get you and you gave us your card. We were in Roatan again.
Yep. You guys were sitting like behind us on those chairs. Yep, I remember.
This time we went over to the West End.
Yep.
And I would totally do the West End again. Yeah. That was a fantastic spot.
I really like that.
Beautiful beach. We had that
The place we were at was really good.
Yeah, that was Beechers, I think it was called.
Beechers, yeah. Beechers, yeah.
Something like that. Very, very really good. Cool. Awesome, super easy. The water was beautiful. The
venue was great. The water was great. The chairs were great. The food was great.
Nice menu.
The drinks were great. Yeah, it was a really nice spot.
Highly.
I started to ask before though, like, when we were talking about food, what was your favorite meal? One meal stands out because I don't want to forget this. Yeah, because we got off of it. My very, very, very favorite meal, my most memorable meal on a cruise ship, was the sea bass on the Carnival Venezia. And Venezia. The Carnival Venezia, the sea bass was to die for. I mean, and I'm not a huge fish person. I like it, but like I'll get a steak over fish any day. For whatever reason, I ordered the sea bass, and this was so good. It melted in my mouth. Like I literally am still dreaming about it. So good.
See, I can't even take it seriously when you say sea bass, because all I picture is the movie Dumb and Dumber. So if you're a hockey fan, in the movie Dumb and Dumber, Cam Neely, who's a hockey player, plays the part of sea bass. Oh my God, go on with your sea bass.
You ruined my story. Anyway, it's really good. If you're on the Venezia, I don't know if it's going to be that was the naming ceremony. So we weren't even on the ship. We weren't sailing on it. It was so good. I really, really enjoyed it. And the other food that I absolutely loved was not on the ship, but that is La Chalancaluense.
Oh yeah,
their tacos are to die for. Mm-hmm. Jackie, you make the best fish tacos. Again, fish.
She's not watching, but she should be.
How do you know she's not? Maybe she is.
Jackie, if you're watching, drop it in the chat because we love you and we're coming back.
We'll always be there. We love it.
If you're ever in Costa Maya, you need to go to La Chalancaluense. Yes. Rob from Cruise Seeker says, on my first cruise, we were on Costa Cruises and there was a toga night. And I did my best John Belushi impersonation all night long. And what's funny, Rob, is as you say that, I can picture you, toga. I just picture it. I do.
So it's funny that you bring that up because I remember one of the cruises that I went on when I was probably in my early 20s. I think I was just out of high school. My family did like a group cruise with a bunch of local, in our local community, a bunch of families that we were all friends with. And the kids went out and they actually got the cruise ship to make them flyers. And they put flyers all over the ship and they did a big toga party and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're in the chat and if you've done a toga party on a cruise ship, let us know. I don't know. Give us a big toga with a thumbs up and we'll know that you've done a toga.
So I got two good memories that I want to share because again, we want to hear your memories. So we'll start with Tony. Tony was on a cruise with you know who, and we do know who. Speaking to a couple in the Solarium, we exchanged names. I only said my first name, and she goes, "Oh, you're Tony Diaz." So we know exactly what you're talking about. If you've ever been on, if you haven't, stop in over a Royal Caribbean Blogs lives. You'll always get a good taste of Tony over there. It's one of the places that we met Tony, and we're so glad to have met you there.
I can't wait to sail with you because we're going to one day for sure.
Nancy says she thinks winning the Love and Marriage show on NCL was one of those moments for us.
Awesome. That's cool.
You know what? The ships have a lot of great game shows. I can't say we've won any.
But you've been on two.
I have.
I haven't been on any.
0 for 2. We did.
All right. So Brian gets picked.
Actually, no. I did win.
For Deal or No Deal.
I did win.
Cool, right? Well, yeah, you won.
I did win.
He gets picked for Deal or No Deal. Now, when we watch at home, he's always like, "I'd take that money and run. I'd take that money and run. They're crazy. I can't believe it." He's on stage, and they're like, and I'm like, "Bri, take the money and run." Like, Bri. I mean, like on a cruise ship, it only goes up to. Did it go up to 1,000?
The 1,000 was the top amount.
And he's got at some point he's got like $150 in his case, and I'm like, "Bri, done deal. Come on, it's $150. Cool, awesome." No deal. I'm just like, and he's looking at me. I'm like okay. I'm like, deal. And he's like, anyway, guess how much you won? Check it out. We got short.
They can't. Oh, they can see
It's
the
a short.
They can
It's
see
a
the
short. Yep, it's YouTube short.
I did. I won the big $5. Tony says the Crazy Quest is always fun. Julie, you went to the Crazy Quest for the first time.
For the first time, I was at when I was on Oasis last week. I went to the Quest for the first time, and let me tell you, sat front row and got to experience the Quest. Do you know what people will do for absolutely nothing? I mean, like, they're not winning anything. I mean, you had like go to the Quest and enjoy it and sit in the back and keep your mouth shut. I mean, I showed you videos because I was like, although it wasn't.
Tony says it's not for the kiddies.
No. But I would never, ever bring my kids to the Quest.
And we brought. Well, I still laugh. We went to
grown men running around in their underwear. That's all.
We went to one show, and again, our kids. For those of you who have met them, you know already, and for those of you who haven't met them yet, you will, and you'll understand. They love being with us. They love the music. They love the shows. They love they're not kids club kids. They like to, they like to hang out and experience the ship. And, we've brought them to some comedians where
we do the regular comedian show, like not the adult show.
Some of those have gotten a little,
well, they get a little,
a little borderline. And what they might be laughing hysterically, and they have no idea what they're laughing at, which is even funnier for us. But
especially when they really crack up. Yeah.
Let's see. Mary Ellen says the Fun Squad performance on the Celebration Transatlantic Platinum Diamond Party was epic. Wow. Cool. One day we will be Platinum Diamond, and we'll be able to experience that and be able to comment. But we did say we did ask the kids, and you guys have been waiting around for 40 minutes, and we haven't told you what the kids like yet.
Okay.
Maybe should we wait for some more thumbs up, or should we just?
No, we'll wait for it.
All right. Well, what was
seize the moment?
So, how about Katie? What was Katie's favorite moment from a kid's perspective? Remember what Katie's favorite moment was? Pick a kid. Pick a kid then.
Pick a kid.
Pick a kid that you remember, because we're parents, and it was an hour ago, and we're trying to remember.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, I know. I was just thinking about them all, and they're totally jumping out of my head.
Well, I expected Kevin to say, because if you watched our videos, I expected Kevin to say his first time on the Ultimate Abyss.
Because an awesome clip. Like Kevin was so excited to do the Ultimate Abyss. I mean, it's all he talked about. So then we go and we get on the Ultimate Abyss. It was the very, very, very first thing we did on our first cruise when we got on Harmony Seas. And he came down and he was just glowing and jumping like nothing else. And he's screaming, "That was awesome!" So yeah, we really thought that that's what he was going to say, but he didn't. What did he say?
He said boarding that ship.
Yes.
Boarding his first cruise. He remembers boarding his first cruise. He said, "I remember waiting in line." He says, "I remember being excited." And this was
which is
right at
that's super cool as a parent. Yeah. Because when he says boarding the ship, he was so excited to get on, and it wasn't even what excited him on the ship. It was just getting there and going. Yeah.
So do you remember Katie's?
You're gonna have to remind me because
finding ducks.
Oh yeah.
Katie said her favorite memory was finding ducks.
Listen, I have to let the dog out. I'm so sorry, guys, because the dog is whining, and
If you check out our videos, we're sitting at Johnny Rockets on Oasis of the Seas, and Katie spots a duck. We're talking clear across the other side of the boardwalk. I don't know how she saw it, and she climbs up on top of this thing and finds this duck. And
she's a master duck hunter.
She is a master duck hunter. So,
how about the one that we found, guys? I'm gonna let out a little secret because one of the most surprising ones to me was on top of the palm tree at Oasis.
Oasis Dunes.
Yeah, where they have the mini golf course. There's a palm tree. and somebody put it on the top of the palm tree on the leaf. And I was like, I don't know how I even saw that. But
Julie says puppy noise is so cute.
Yeah,
and,
so
and
cute
Wendy
if they're not your
says, I
puppy.
was worrying about my dogs. I thought my dog was crying. Yeah.
Sorry.
So apparently we don't need a new microphone. I thought we needed a new microphone, but I guess our microphone is good enough.
The one duck hunting tip that I give everybody, and I actually just said this to a family. I saw this dad going around with his like 3 kids, and they're like looking, and they're like looking through like the plants, and they're looking above and whatever or whatever. And I said, listen, I was sitting in Central Park on Oasis, and I'm just watching, and everybody duck hunts in there, and everybody's coming through, and everybody's like digging. I said, listen, everybody's looking low. Start looking high, because a lot of ducks are hidden high, either with magnets or here's a new one. In the elevator banks, there's like a little shelf up there where like the lighting is. A lot of them were up there. So everybody looks low, but don't forget to look high.
Matt says, I probably missed a ton of ducks because I'm so short. Matt, thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. But yeah, I feel your pain, brother. I feel you.
Tony, I turn into a kid when I find a duck. Me too. It's so fun.
Ooh, Kathy has a great one. Kathy, you're on fire with the questions tonight. And I swear, I promise, Kathy, put it in the chat. We're not paying you to drop these questions. No.
I'm just looking on the table to see if I have a duck here.
You have a duck right behind you.
Oh, I have 2 ducks. This was a super cute one. Oh, he's missing his gold chain though. He did have a gold chain around his neck too.
Katie probably stole it. So Kathy, what people do is they hide these little ducks all around the ship. And when you find them, you can post it in the original Cruising Ducks Facebook group. Or if you're in the Facebook group for your sailing, you can post it in your sailing.
I like to super glue, or not super glue, hot glue a little magnet on the bottom, and then you can stick them like anywhere.
So we usually bring a bunch of ducks to hide, and we'll put our little tag on them as to who, so people see who hid the duck, and then you find, you post it like I found your duck.
Yeah, the people will post their name, where they're from, and just like where the duck is from. And some people give them little passports. It's really cute. Mm-hmm. And you can rehide it for somebody else to find. Yep. Or you can keep it. Whichever you prefer. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And people of all ages, like kids all the way up. And people have gotten so creative. Like I've seen tiny little ducks. I've seen duck earrings. I've seen duck jewelry, duck bracelets. We've seen crocheted ducks. We've seen ducks crafted. The newest one is, those little beads that like you put together and then you put the iron on to like make them like melt. Mm-hmm. People were doing those with all magnets, and I saw a lot of those on the last cruise.
I saw 3D printed ones.
3D printed ones is very cool. I have not seen that one yet. Mm-hmm. So yeah, duck hiding and finding is very cool. It's a lot of fun.
Julie says, I hide in the ledges where the lights are in the hall.
Yeah. And the kids absolutely love it, but we like it too. It's just so fun. And it's so fun because they like to hide our ducks and then go back to see if somebody found it yet. Of course they did. My favorite is when they think they have a really good hiding spot and they like put it like out, like, and somebody watches them put it, and like it's not there for 2 seconds and somebody's like, got it.
Let's see. Julie says, Julie, you're giving away all your hiding places for November. I also hide in the mailboxes at the room. I love the door decorations. So door decorations is a big thing, and that may lead into. Oh, sorry.
I think that's one of our secrets.
Yep, that's going to stay a secret.
Let's do this, guys. This is not a secret, but we're going to be on a cruise November 5th. Mm-hmm. And when we come home from that cruise, we're going to let you in on that. So you're going to have to check back after we come back from our Anthem cruise. Mm-hmm. And we're going to let you know what we have going on with the door decorations. So sorry, it's a little teaser. I know it's a little bit of a wait, not too long a wait. It's only about a month, but stay tuned for our door decorations.
I know where the dog was crying now. He was lonely, so he's sitting on my feet.
Well, no, it was Brady crying. He's outside.
Oh, is that what happened?
Cruise, I just let him out with Brady.
So, what was one of your most memorable moments?
Oh, I kind of talked about it throughout the live. I have a lot of them. I mean, meeting people is absolutely awesome. But I think like just our kids finally getting on their first cruise is so memorable for me. Like Kev being on the Ultra Abyss is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Katie doing. Oh, we didn't talk about Brian's memory. Remember what Brian's memory was?
Well, I was hoping you were going to remember. That's why I skipped it.
I do remember. So Brian's favorite memory. Sorry, not to skip me, but we'll go back to Brian.
Go to Brian first. Go to Brian first.
It was snorkeling in Bonaire.
Oh, that's right. He said that. That's right. I remember now.
He said,
that was a great excursion,
and it blew my mind because like that's not what I expected him to say.
Mm-hmm.
But he said snorkeling in Bonaire was his favorite, and it was really cool. We did an excursion with a catamaran, and yeah, we went out, and they had never been snorkeling like that before. They had experienced a snorkel, but never really saw anything. And we went to a beautiful reef and saw so many fish and so many beautiful like corals, and that was really nice. And the fact that that's what he picked as his memory was really cool. So.
Ellie says, I had kids following us when my son hit his. My son was annoyed. Hi, Ellie, by the way. And we quit and hid more. Yeah, that's, you know what? You got to find them. It's not fun.
I agree. You know what? If you're watching somebody put them down and they snag them up. You know the other thing that really bothers me?
You know what really grinds my gears?
No, you know what grinds my gears, guys? No, listen. And this isn't to pick on anybody if this is you in the chat. I don't know. But like when you see in the Facebook group somebody post something like, it's the last day and I haven't found a duck yet. Can somebody please help me out? I'm like the whole point of this is to like find them. And if you find them, cool. And if you don't, but like, it's not to get a free duck. It's to find them. It's a hide and seek game. It's a, can you find them? It's supposed to be fun, but like, not like a handout. It's not a handout duck thing.
Tony says, I just got a new door magnet for those long nights of drinking. It pretty much says, Tony, this is your cabin. Now, we posted, so we have Granddad's tip of the day. Granddad gave us.
Oh, that's a good one.
So he actually, he took door decorations one step further. And should we give the tip away or should we make him go watch the video?
Well, listen, guys, go watch the video because Granddad does a great job with it. But I'm going to tell them. My parents go, my mom will go to like the dollar store and get one of those poofy tissue paper pom-pom things, get a magnet, and they put it on the ceiling right above their door. So when you're walking down the hallway, you can see where the pom-pom is to know where your door is going to be. It's a great tip. It's a great video. It's greatly illustrated. And that is a video that we have on Oasis. It's in the playlist of our Oasis yes.
Okay.
It's Oasis, but not the 2.0 one, not the one that we just posted this June, the one that we posted last June. So 2022, our first Oasis, but that's a good tip. But Tony, you gotta mark your door because I gotta tell you, even if I don't have a drink, they all look the same. It is so hard to find. I was so turned on. I had an interior cabin on this past cruise that I was on, and it was on the 11th deck of Oasis, and it's like almost like an H with like it's a total maze. I legit had I was like on day 3 or 4 before I could actually find my room. So yeah, marking your door, it's important.
Tiffany says, hi all, that's a great tip. Thank you for joining us, Tiffany. And also together, Rich Howell has just joined us. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for coming. Shana says, it's simple, but feeling the ocean, the aft views, flying fish in the night sky against you. You know, one of my favorite things is watching a thunderstorm. I love being on the ship and watching a thunderstorm out in the distance. Do you know I always try to film it, and I never get it.
We were watching like a thunder and lightning storm last week, and it was in the distance. It was quite a ways, but you could see like the lightning bolts and you could see the sky lighting up. And how many people were like, I'm not going out there. How many people were scared and they were whatever, but
no,
I felt
very safe. Very safe. Let's see. So you know what? I forget where I was going with this. Well, so what was your favorite moment?
Oh, my favorite. Well, I mean, Shana hit the nail on the head too with like just kind of like the simple stuff. Like I love watching sunrises. Sunrises are one of my absolute favorite things. Love catching them. I just love the breeze. I love the air. But favorite memory.
There's a lot.
There's so many. That's what I'm thinking. There's so many. Like every cruise we go on creates such amazing memories. And that's actually the one thing that I say when I do get to volunteer with other families is I say thank you, like, and sincerely thank you for allowing me to make memories with you, but be part of your memories, because cruising, I mean, there's nothing like it. So
I mean, I got a few. I mean, obviously, that first cruise with the kids, boarding the ship down in Port Canaveral, getting on Harmony of the Seas, just watching their faces, and them not like just the awe of the size of the ship.
That's a really good memory too. When we got lost in the construction zone on the way,
yep.
And Katie being like, "Just ask Google, Dad." But like, I think you're right. Like when we got up to the ship and they saw how big it was, and they're like, oh, and they couldn't believe it.
Wendy says, "Julie, you are a morning person, right?"
I am.
Julie's a morning person when she's on a cruise.
It's true. It's true.
But no other time ever.
I am up at 4 a.m. on a cruise. I was up at 4 a.m. today.
You were up until 4 a.m.
No,
today. And then you went to bed.
I'm not a good sleeper, so yeah, no, I woke up early this morning because I was working on.
Yes,
yes, secret.
Yes. Oh, another allusion to the secret.
Guys, just wait.
If you want to find out what the secret is, you might want to consider. Mary Ellen says, "I love finishing the night relaxing on the aft deck, listening to the wake of the ship." Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's our favorite. One of our favorite sounds. But if you want to find out what our secrets are, I recommend you. Oops, I got to take this thing off of here.
Jason asked a question. What did he ask?
I know. I'm going to get back to that.
Okay. Well, I know. I just wanted to forget.
But if you have not booked a cruise with us, and since Julie loves my strollers so much, there is still a chance that if you really want to take a last minute cruise, you can jump on the Anthem of the Seas with us in 28 days out of Bayonne.
Are there still rooms?
Well, people canceled because a lot of people canceled because our ship has a flat tire.
Have we talked about that?
We talked about it last week. But if you don't want to go with us in 28 days, perhaps you're a little bit more of a planner, and some of you have already planned this. We have another opportunity for you to cruise with us in November of 2024, where we'll be getting, this was your surprise. I fixed it because I didn't have the scroller last week. So now we have a scroller for Freedom of the Seas because I love my scrollers. So reach out to us, give us a shout, give us a call, give us an email, drop a line somewhere. Honestly, we try to be very reachable. I mean, we've expanded the business. I mean, this is a business for us now. I mean, which is possible because of all of you wanting to go on cruises and book cruises with us. And
I want to say thank you to everybody who trusts us with booking your vacation, because we've had a lot of people reach out to us, both cruises and non-cruises, because we do everything. It doesn't have to be a cruise. And that's something that we've struggled with in the past, like giving somebody that trust to help you with their vacation. So thank you for trusting us, because we have some really loyal customers, and we just want to say thank you.
And we do. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you supporting us. There's so many ways you can support us. We have our merch store out there too. If you like these fancy shirts, you can go order some shirts. There's book a cruise with us. That helps support us.
And if you don't want to come with us, you just want to book, give us a call.
Yeah, tons of ways. We're trying to make this a full-time thing, and maybe we're a few years away from making it a total full-time thing. But we love doing this, and we love hanging out with all you guys, and we want to make it the business. So anyway, we appreciate all the support, and we've been dropping a lot of hints at some of our other videos. Just you guys watching the videos really supports the channel. It supports, we have Amazon links on our website. You can click on those Amazon links. That helps us out too. Any of the super chats you guys give, that helps out. Everything's great. You guys are awesome, and we love the support that we've gotten. And we love logging it and sharing it with everybody, and we can't wait to do the group cruise in November. We can't wait to share Icon of the Seas with you on the inaugural sailing in January.
I've gotten a couple messages about Icon today. Just saying, Icon's coming up. I can't wait. I was gonna say something, and you said Icon, and it totally made my mind go. Whatever. And so the ship after Icon was announced, guys. The ship after Icon, the next ship that's in the Icon class is the Star of the Seas. Let us know. I know we're getting to the end here, but let us know in the chat. What do you think of the name Star of the Seas?
I had a different guess, and I think my idea was better. I mean, Star's fine.
We know there's going to be more. It doesn't mean whatever. I don't know. I don't know if Star hits the mark. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful ship. I love the pictures already, and it's not even out yet.
Allie's favorite memory.
Icon's already on the water, guys. Icon has already started their test sailings. They already are out there on the water. They already have, crew starting to come in. Yeah, Icon is set. It is not behind. It did not fall short. It did not miss its deadline. So
this comment's going to bring a tear to my eye. Favorite memory was my son stepping on the ship for the first time, having many canceled for those couple of years, and him looking at me saying, "We made it." Yeah, that's kind of harmony.
Really, he's not getting it. Really does bring a tear to his eye.
That was harmony for us.
Yeah.
I mean, that was. I mean, we're walking on with masks,
guys.
And vaccine cards and COVID tests and
people fighting over there's one too many people now. But it was worth every second of it, guys. If you're going on a cruise, if you haven't cruised a lot, if you do cruise a lot, listen, go have a good time and let things roll, because so many people get so caught up in complaining. Star of the Seas, man, it's okay. Chris, I feel the same way.
Cruise and Cuisines joined us. Chris Schiller has joined us.
Julian was like throwing out a secret.
I like
Julie, I promise you will know the secret.
You will know
very soon.
soon enough.
You're probably gonna know. You're gonna be one of the first to know.
Off
but
topic,
not tonight.
Off subject, because why not? Because we're all over the place, and that's what we do. We don't have ducks; they're not in a row. We have squirrels, and they're drunk. So Wendy wants to know, off subject, how many dogs do you have? We have 2 dogs. They're both rescues. They're both we'll call them mixed breed for purposes of our homeowners insurance. But
they're both mutts. But Brady we had first. After we had. We've Gonzo and Bella before that, rescues, and when Gonzo and Bella both passed, we got Brady. Katie was 2, and then we got Cruz. So we actually have a dog named Cruz. Yes. And Cruz, sitting at your feet still?
No, he got up and moved. I think he saw a shadow and ran and chased it, because he's a super smart dog. But yeah. So I would say that. So you've given your memories. I think to close the kind of wrap it up, I'll kind of throw some of my favorite memories in there. And I will say that after the kids with Harmony, the next step is all of you guys. What?
He's getting emotional again.
No, that boarding area in New Orleans before the Vloggers Extravaganza.
Oh, that was on my mind. Like, yeah, that's one of the. That was so cool, guys.
Met a whole bunch of strangers.
Is Nancy still here? Julie was there. Chris and Denise were there.
We met a whole bunch of strangers that were our best friends and family. Before we even knew
time to stand.
before we even knew them. They were our best friends and family before we ever knew them. And we're so glad that they all come back here, almost every Sunday. Cool. And yes, if you're watching the replay, we just guilted you into missing the live. But yes, but thank you for watching the replay if you're watching the replay. But, meeting all
and if you're in the replay, please drop us a comment, drop us a note, let us know that you came.
And Bruce has joined us from Ocean to Ocean. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Bruce. How are you?
Meeting this community and just growing this community and turning something that we love into a business.
Yeah.
That we can do this for what we do. So, the more you guys can, we appreciate
You know
all
what
the support.
surprises me?
What?
Like the places that we go and people start talking to us about like either about our vlogs or about like what we're doing or like whatever. Not the like, oh hey, like whatever, but like just we'll go somewhere and they'll be like, yeah, and people you didn't expect were watching, actually are.
That's
so thank
fun.
you
That's
guys.
fun.
Like that's really cool. It definitely does help us out. But like, I mean, just I hope you're watching because you find value or entertainment in it or something. But it's pretty amazing.
Whether you watch it because you enjoy us, or because you watch it because you think it's a train wreck, or whether you watch it because you're looking for a tip, or whether you're watching it because you feel like you have to, whatever it is, we appreciate that you're doing it. We appreciate the support. We appreciate y'all being here.
So, well, I was just gonna say, when I was at Oasis, I said to Brian, I said to little Brian, I was on the phone with him one night. I said, Brian, tell me. I was like, what's the one thing you want me to film on the ship? And he said, you know what, Mom? You should get a time lapse of the rising tide bar. I was like, wow, that's something I hadn't thought of. And you know what? It came out awesome. I mean, I think it's cool. It's doing great on TikTok. It's doing great on YouTube. As we post it both places. It was super fun to do, and what a good idea, and nothing I would have came up with. So if you have an idea for something for us to film on a ship, whether it's a short or whether it's in a vlog or like whatever, let us know, because I will never again, like I not that like whatever, like, I didn't plan to ask him that question. And when I did, and he came up with an answer and then I did it, I was like, oh. So if there's something you want to see, something you want us to do, or you want to challenge us, challenge accepted.
We've done a few TikTok challenges. I've done a few TikTok challenges.
Listen, I can. I have 3 left feet. Yeah. No, I have 0 rhythm and 0 coordination, so that's not happening. Sorry.
All right, so I have one last question for everybody, and I need you all to answer.
Did you go back to Jason's question?
Oh, Jason wants to know what we're doing in Florida.
Yes. So
I can't find your comment, but if you're still here, Jason, what are we doing in Florida?
Okay.
Hopefully you're still here. Say hi if you're still here.
So we talked about this because we're now, our itinerary changed, and we're now going to be in Florida all day, whereas we were only supposed to be there from the afternoon to the evening, from like 1 until 9. Now we're going to be there from like 8 a.m. until like 9.
Coop soup version 2.
Excuse me. So our original plan was to just stay on the ship because we like staying on the ship. We like taking advantage of those days. Right now, that hasn't changed. Right now, we're still planning to stay on the ship, but it's been mentioned between the two of us in passing. We haven't actually sat down to talk about it. Should we reconsider this? Is this now something that we should plan to get off the ship for? If you guys have an opinion, please put it in the Facebook group for us, for our sailing, our group, because honestly, we want to do what you guys want to do. And I mean, we have the opportunity to do things on the ship as other people get off, especially if we're there longer and more people get off. But we're not opposed to getting off if we have the right thing to do and enough people want to do it with us. So yeah, that's the answer to that.
Wendy has a very important comment. She says, you two are awesome. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Julie says, film the whole port in New Jersey so I know what it looks like. Actually, we have we have most of that filmed.
Oh, Julie, I wish I could do that next week because I'm leaving in 6 days. But honestly, I'm going to be working. And when I'm working, it's really, really, really hard to do that stuff. But we can definitely do that when we go in November. Or maybe I can do a little bit when I get off the ship. I don't know. Well, but yes, great suggestion, and I will do that.
I got ideas. There are some videos on our site. There's a site. Tony says there isn't much to see. And actually, if you watch, it's actually like our second video posted on YouTube.
I think it's an easy.
So if you sort our videos like backwards by timeline, you can see some of the first videos we posted were of that port. And yeah, like Tony said, there's not a ton to see, but we have in our boarding day videos, we have that port pretty well.
Yeah, our boarding Oasis, not this past one, but again, 2022, you can see a lot of the port us getting on.
Yeah, that's definitely a port where if you live local, to drive there is probably the easiest thing to do. And if you're staying in a hotel, it's super easy to get dropped off by an Uber or a taxi. Just super easy.
Some people were asking today in one of the Facebook groups. It wasn't our group; it was somebody else's group about hotels and stuff. The Courtyard by the airport is a great hotel to stay at if you're going to leave out of Bayonne. But anything near the airport is really good. Easy to Uber over or shuttle over to the port. So.
Well, I will ask one last question for the 25 of you remaining here. Next week, Julie will be away. So, do you want us to take a week off and we'll see you in 2 weeks? Or you could see just yours truly, and maybe we'll try to bring on some kind of guest or something like that. Or
I think that's a good couple suggestions.
Or we can bring back Bry Jr. and see if he wants to come on with us again.
And if you are live, I can try to log on from the ship. I was able to do that when I was away last time. I was able to log in. Does Liberty have Starlink yet?
No.
Yeah, so my internet might be even more spotty, but
no. Tony says, "Yay, another Little Bry show." So we might have to do that.
Right,
so let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in our community group if you want to see Little Bry next week. If you want to see a solo show from me. Chris says, "Julie, you touring the track?"
The track. What do you mean by the track?
On the ship?
Oh, like to film? Like touring like the track? How do you do that?
Shayna says they want to see.
Right? Am I getting that right? No.
Shayna says they want to see Little Bry. So I think we're going to have to do Little Bry. We're going to have to do Little Bry. We're going to have to come up with a good topic.
He's been working.
Oh, Julie Amos. Julie Amos. Oh, he's asking Julie Amos if she's going to be filming Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Julie, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I want to follow up with you on that and just find out, make sure that you're all set and like everything's good, because I know with the days changing and itineraries changing and everything. So if it's okay, it's later here now than it is by you. So maybe tomorrow we'll reach out to you and see how you're doing with all that.
So, but that said, it is we've been a little long tonight, and we appreciate everybody sticking around.
Tony, I totally agree.
What's that?
He said, "Who needs Julie when you have Little Bry?"
Yeah, Bry's great. Well,
hey, listen, mom appreciates
Bry, you know what? You know what it is? Bry likes trivia. Bry likes giveaways. Bry's more dialed into this YouTube stuff.
He loves it.
He's watching Mr. Beast. He's watching all these
and he's real
YouTube stars.
Yep. Like he wants to start editing videos, and he wants to start whatever. He wants to dive in head first. And I'm totally for it, but I think we need to.
I was considering turning over the website to Bry.
I think that's a great idea. I think you know what?
We'll see. You get a little more experience first.
He's going to be a teenager.
That's
what me and my mom were talking about today. Bry's going to be a teenager. Mm-hmm. Don't blame
with the attitude to follow, I'm sure. But yes. But anyway, so we will let you know in the Facebook group what our plans for next week are. We thank everybody for joining us. And say bon voyage to Julie, because you're not going to see her for 2 weeks. So, but with that said,
what do you mean 2 weeks?
Well, no, because you're going to be gone next week.
Yeah.
And the following week we'll go live.
Okay. So I feel like you guys caught that right.
But that will be our last live stream. Will it be our last live stream before the group cruise?
No, because I'll pull it up right now. So the 15th.
Oh no, we'll have to.
I'll be away. You and Little Bry will be on. The 22nd, I'll be back, and I'll be back for a few days. So I'll be live. I'll be on. We'll be on the 22nd. The 29th, we'll plan on being on. So the 15th.
Listen, you keep booking cruises. I'm going to have to work some of these Sundays.
The 5th, we board Anthem of the Seas. So we will not be on.
And most of you, I expect you to participate in the live stream on the 5th. And for those of you in the chat that are not on the cruise with us,
well, I was going to say we'll probably go live. We'll go live from Sail Away, but we probably won't do an evening live.
So it'll be earlier.
It'll be live.
So everyone
from Sail Away.
Eat dinner earlier. Plan your day accordingly. So you can join us on the Anthem of the Seas as we sail under the Verrazano Narrows Bridge.
Very cool.
Because it's a very, very cool thing to see. So that said, everybody have a great week and
see you on seas.